Hi guys, it's Stephanie Burton, the Self-Love Coach, and this is episode 1 of my daily attempt. I'm going to definitely do this every single day, but I really just wanted to start off this very first one with a confession. I have been meaning to do a personal Facebook Live for absolutely ever, and it's kind of gone to the back of my list, to the back of my list, to the back of my list. And then this past weekend, I listened to 3 different speakers talk about self-love and personal development. And the more I listened, the angrier I got, and then I got really sad, and then I got overwhelmed, and then I just got completely and utterly fed up. And today I wanted to start off this self-love podcast, webinar, Facebook Live, with the topic of how personal development can actually harm you. It can actually harm you. And I was so perplexed over the weekend by the stuff that I saw and that I heard that I just wanted to highlight. So I've written down some of the things that these people have said. So bear with me while I read these couple of lines out and just listen, please listen carefully what is wrong with all of this stuff. So are you ready for it? Here goes. Okay, so this particular one was a speaker about, I think she spoke about rejection and self-love and all of those things. So this was her summary of what you really, really needed to know. She said, you need to take responsibility. You need to stop living from your story. You need to focus on your why and what's truly important to you. You need to stop blaming others for the situation that you're in. You need to take your power and you need to see the lesson within what is going on. You just need to love yourself and you need to focus on all the things around you that are still going right. It's not about you. You need to step into the failure and learn from it. Okay, so obviously for most of you that have heard this, you've heard this a million times before. And you're probably so used to this that when you heard me read this out, there was absolutely nothing wrong with this. When I heard this, got absolutely stark raving mad about this, because this is what's wrong with personal development at the moment. So I'm going to read that again with the little notes that I put at the end of it. You need to take responsibility. How? You need to stop living from your story. How? You need to focus on what's important. How? You need to stop blaming other people. How? You need to take back your power. How? You need to see the lesson. How? You need to just, is my favorite one, you just need to love yourself. That sentence alone drives me insane. Because really, I mean, seriously, if we knew how, wouldn't we all be doing it? So in bright red letters, I wrote, how? And focus on your big why. How? It's not about you, really. How? And you need to step into the failure because it's a stepping stone to your greatness. How? Literally, this is what is wrong with personal development right now. Beautiful quotes all over social media, hollow, empty baloney. That's the best word that I can give you. Because until somebody actually sits down with you and goes through the how, it is just entertainment. There is nothing to this. It is hollow, it is empty. And so please, I beg you, as my first order of the self-love episode 1, please can you start to question these people that you pay hundreds and thousands of pounds for their courses, for their books, for their seminars, because anybody can write stuff like this down and bamboozle you with beautiful words. But at the end of the day, if they don't teach you how to actually do it, why on earth do you think it's going to be any different? And I know I probably shouldn't start my first episode off with a complete and utter rant, but this drives me up the pole. This completely drives me bonkers that all day long your social media feed is full of these, I mean, there's quotes, and now everybody's doing Facebook Lives, left, right, center, this guru, that expert, but until they tell you how. And please don't fall into that place where you think that just because something in your mind, it's just, ooh, there. It isn't. I mean, seriously, psychology, human behavior, change management, this is science. how you fall in love with yourself. This is particularly what I do as a coach. There is a how. There is a complete how. There is a science. There's a structure. There is a sequence. There's a terminology. I mean, you are just not going to learn to love yourself by beautiful, hollow, empty words. This is what I call the pond skaters of personal development, because literally it is just entertainment. And, you know, all the way through history, people have been swayed by incredible speakers from the stage that have, life-threatening stories, or really, really skilled marketers. But at the end of the day, please, the next time, I hope these words burrow themselves into your brain. The next time you read all those quotes that I absolutely hate. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Really? How? How do you actually do that? Because, you know, when I look around, most people that have had a curveball in their life, yeah, they're on some drugs or some alcohol or some other coping mechanism. Because until you know how, seriously. And I don't know where this thing comes from, that people think just because something in your mind, what you're just going to have to learn it by osmosis or cross-pollination. Seriously. From now on, when you read those quotes and you go, oh, isn't that lovely? Or you go to those seminars, go and ask how. So this particular lady on this particular live, after every one of those sentences, okay, this particular talk was about rejection. After every one of those sentences, I typed in how, and at the end of it, she defriended me from Facebook. So yeah, she's doing really well with her rejection. So this is my episode 1. Rant is finished. Please do not get bamboozled into pretty words and, you know, nice looking quotes with, seriously, how? How? Because until somebody can really sit you down and explain to you step by step by step how to fall in love with yourself, how to become resilient, how to overcome. I'm going to go one by one through each one of these in the next couple of days, because really, it's just time. You know, it's time that this whole personal development movement grows up into the next level. And, you know, rather than just actually thinking about stuff, getting down to the how to use your mind to the best of ability. And this is not, you know, visualization, you know, this is not NLP. This is literally just how to use the mind that you already have to get to where you want to go. The how, you know. Some of this stuff, you need to take back your power. How? How do you actually do that? And then obviously my big one, if, you know, oh Lord, if I see one more quote that says, just love yourself. Oh, you just got to love yourself. No, you know, it's just, how do people think this is going to happen? There is a science, a sequence, and a structure to this. And yep, that's what I'm going to start shouting about in my Facebook Lives. And for those that don't know, I have a company called Project Glow. Glow in the background, gratitude, love, ownership, and wisdom. On this page, I'm going to talk about what self-love is, because I think there needs to be huge amounts of education. Because at the moment, a lot of people just think it's buying yourself some flowers, every once in a while, or going to the spa. It is so much more than that. It is so deep. I always say self-love is about everything you do and how you do it. It's interwoven into every single part of your life. And therefore, we can't just pond skate pretty quotes on the top. We need to dive down into your past, your childhood, your beliefs, everything at the bottom. We need to dig it up and look at it, because otherwise the stuff on the top, like fitness, food, finance, relationships, it's never going to work out, ever. Okay, that's the bad news. The good news is it's not as hard as you think it is. It's not overnight, but certainly unless you dive down into the core of who you are, it's not gonna change really. So this is it for my episode 1 of, please, the next time you see a personal development course, book, guru, workshop, Facebook Live, and they give you stuff like stop living from your story, stop blaming other people, take the power, see the lesson. How? Just be that person that stands up and actually says, can you please tell me how that actually works? And that is all from me today. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. And on my Project Glow Facebook page, I will go into the how exactly. But this page here is going to be all about taking the absolute pond skating, hollow, empty baloney that is out there on Facebook about self-love and just deconstructing it and actually bringing the truth about this topic to the market. I hope you join me. Take care. Thanks. Bye.